just finished uploading the latest video around building financial independence, and um, it was an interesting one. Like, this was one of the topics which I feel like I have actively worked on and tried to get better at in the past few years. It was also very tricky to just concise it down to something um, where it adds value if someone is listening, and but also not make it too big, but also not keep it too small. So I just stick with like just few things. If I were to just create themes around what makes sense for me to focus on for the next 10 years as far as like building financial independence was concerned. One of the things I've noticed is uh, like diving into the theme when I was creating the rough idea around like what I wanted to speak about or what I wanted to um, uh, put in that video, and the first thing was understanding like where I came from, right? Like, I have always been a very good saver. Like, I would save a lot of money. Being frugal is very easy for me, but I'd seen that it had been a constant struggle where between saving the money and deploying it somewhere, it just multiplies or compounds over time. That is something which I have consistently struggled. This whole analytical mind around like trying to find that perfect fit as far as what stock to buy, what specific investment to choose. Um, I would just keep waiting for that perfect moment, and I felt like over time, like we have been in a very good market, at least stocks, as far as stocks are concerned in the US. Like, we have been in a great market for the past 5+ years or more, or 10 years since I've been here. Like, there are corrections every so often, but I don't really think we had a bad market. So like, in trying to find that perfect stock to pick, I feel like I've lost out on a lot of the rallies, and with what I wanted, what I've been wanting to do, and then uh, what sort of investment philosophy I've been trying to prescribe to or subscribe to for myself. I've noticed that I don't want to spend too much time reading a lot of financial data and then just picking those stock and then trying to see if I've made the right decision or not. I feel like just sometimes just simple index funds which mimic the whole market, right? Like something like S&P 500 or total US stock market or like total market in general. Those could be like an easier way where you're just diversified, and again, like um, you're not trying to pick one thing. Like, if the seas go high, you go high. If you are in the low tide, you're going down with the market. But at least you're more diversified and not just throwing everything in one single thing. At least that's what I'm thinking at this very minute. And maybe the strategy would change after doing it for a few years. But at least to get off the blocks, I'm thinking starting in that specific strategy. I've even talked about like investing in the learning. About a little over 10 years ago, when I first started um, working, I quickly realized what I was trying to work on or what I was doing was not really gonna be helpful or impactful in the longer run, and that's when I'd made a decision to start studying for uh, grad school in US. An idea behind that was just trying to see uh, what skills I can get that would add value for someone who is seeking that sort of person, right? And my current job, I did not feel like it aligned well with what I wanted to do and my core skill sets. So that's where I decided to make that pivot, and then I've noticed if I were to just compare where I would have been in 10 years time if I had just continued on that path and where I am right now, I feel like there is a huge difference, and that just solidified my um, whole philosophy that one should just keep investing in improving and learning, because that's the only way to scale your net worth, or like just get to a place where you're more financially independent, or just you just don't want to take anyone's crap. So that definitely helped, and that is something which I'm re-emphasizing. Like world, I feel like just keeps changing, and the way it is changing in the past few years since ChatGPT came into picture. Now we have Claude, and then there is everything which is coming in every day. I don't think so you can stay current every single day, but one of my thoughts definitely is to just find a way where I can just gradually focus on learnings, like first understand what is going on, and then try to see how I can add value by learning the latest things and just building onto that track. So this specific track is definitely one I want to double down on, and we'll see how that goes. And I feel like between when I posted this video and when we get towards the end of the year, maybe the whole notion around how we are integrating AI into our day-to-day lives and how we are trying to increase efficiency using that in at work or in business might evolve, might change a lot, or those models would just be very inefficient for daily use, right? We don't know, but I definitely feel like there is a big opportunity for me to learn there. And then in between all this, like I feel like the long-term goal definitely is to see between building that financial independence, like just making more money, right? Like that's just an easier thing. Like when you're just trying to pin it down to one specific idea, but and building skill. I feel just trying to see if entrepreneurship would make sense, right? And again, while I keep working on this, there could be opportunities where I'd be like, hey, this makes so much sense, and I can just replace my 9 to 5 with that instead of just doing what I'm doing, right? And that is an opportunity I just want to keep my mind open to over the next 10 years and beyond. So that's pretty much the theme of it. Like again, like one doesn't have to have a big checklist, just 3 simple things, and then even staying on track of just investing, right? Like that's easier without adding more things to it. But that's the underlying thought as far as this theme is concerned. The next one is gonna be around creative projects, like what I'm trying to do with YouTube is definitely one of those, and then and maybe I'll just talk more about it next time. But yeah, like that's where we will dive more into on the next weekend when the video is uploaded. But yeah, thanks for tuning in as always, and yeah, a big shout out to my friend Abhishek. He had given me some feedback. I don't think I've been successful in getting that in this time around, but definitely either at the end of this whole series around where I'm talking about the roadmap, or like the next video, I'll try to see how I can get better at having higher volume in my videos, but it's gonna take a little bit of trial and error. Today was not the time to get that perfect, so either I'll try to make that change in this series, or at the end of the next, or at the start of the next. So thanks for sharing the feedback, buddy, and we'll see how that goes. Thanks everyone.